Alright, good morning. This is Chicago. It's, I think, the 18th of November. Whatever, the days don't matter anymore. It's the year 222, etc. Links in the description to all my channels. I got a new network coming out, Alpha Omega Podcast. Stay tuned. Listen to this garbage. I know they can pinpoint you within the chair you're sitting in normally with cell phone alone, but listen to the new technology coming. This is out of SciTech Daily. More accurate than GPS. New navigation system with 10 centimeter accuracy. Like, they're going to know where your asshole hairs are. Like, this is what's coming with your new money, too, by the way. It's going to be blockchain to where you're sitting. I'm going to skip through the beginning of this. They're showing you, like, all the cell towers. See how they're all at street lights? See these little street light doohickeys? Can you see this? Is anybody seeing how those are going to be on street lights? I'm telling you. That's why they're all purple, by the way. I've been doing videos since 2017 on this. Anyways, this illustration of the hybrid optical wireless network. Optical wireless network for robust decimeter level positioning in urban environments. See, they're going to get you all into the cities because you all be there going to take the mark. You're going to have to live in these big groups. You're going to live in train car. I did a video like 2019, 28, before the CV garbage. I did videos of how you could take, because the real estate was getting bad already. The rumor was like it was going to collapse. So I'm like, imagine because all the malls were empty. So emptying out. That was just a fact. Like I said back then, I did a video where you could take train cars, those empty ones, the container ships, because we're not going to get no food either. Like, take those empty ones and stack them across an entire mall, and then double stack it. So now you have a little spiral staircase. So now you could 2-layer that, which is pretty safe still. You're 20 feet up or whatever. But you know how many people you could house in an empty shopping center with 10-foot or 20-foot cargo containers? Anyways, I don't know why I just digressed. These days, much of the vital infrastructure relies on global navigation satellite systems such as GPS, Galileo if you're in Europe. Yet these navigation systems that rely on satellites have limitations, etc. So I'm not going to read all that garbage if you don't know how that works. Now, get down here. This is where we get to the meat and potatoes. Get your coffee ready. Shout out to the coffee drinkers in the morning. A project entitled SuperGPS was started with the goal of developing an alternative positioning system that makes use of mobile telecommunication network instead of satellites, and that would be more accurate and reliable than GPS. Quote, we realize that with a few cutting-edge innovations, like 5G, whatever that means, the telecom network could be transformed into a very accurate alternative positioning system that is independent of GPS. There's a reason they're doing this. I'll get to this in a minute. Says Jagob, from Amsterdam. We figures in, go back where Klaus is from, in that region of the world. Funny, a lot of the technology comes out of. We have succeeded and successfully developed a system that can provide connectivity just like existing mobile and Wi-Fi networks do. I'm telling you, this is what the purple lights have to do with. I'm telling you, because there's a frequency that's it's 800. It's just under a terabyte or a terahertz. I'm sorry, I get the words mixed up if I crisscross my word. But anyways, they could do Wi-Fi through LED lights. It's gonna be tied to this. Anyways, as well as accurate positioning and time distribution like GPS. Now listen what they're gonna do with the time. One of these innovations is to connect the mobile network to a very accurate atomic clock. They're gonna track you to the atomic nanosecond in the universe, or not. So it can be broadcast perfectly timed messages. I'm sure this is for this is so you don't get lost in your house. See how that works? You can know where you're at within 10 centimeters in your bathroom or in your bed. Because you might get confused. 10 centimeters, that's longer than most of your men out there's doohickeys, but whatever. You can relate to this. This is creepy shit. You have no idea. If you read the manual, what this means. Message for GPS, the satellites do not help. Atomic clocks, they carry on board. These connections are made through the existing fiber optic network or the new purple light network. I'm going to call it the PLN The Purple Light Network. I should start a channel called that. Quote, we had already been investigating, I bet you are, techniques to distribute the national time produced by our atomic clocks to users elsewhere. This is so important. See how important this is? Why? Why is the atomic clock your phone in your 10 millimeter location, so centimeter, I mean, millimeter, I'm thinking of guns, to your 10 centimeter, whatever, your 10 millimeter within 10, that means, you ever hear of triangulation? Not the kind like the serial killers. I'm talking like, is that the word for that? When they, no, that's something when they choke you on your neck. Ligate, whatever. I'm creeped out right now. But they could take with the old 4G, number 4, they could triangulate and go around corners with the signal. Like, it can follow you wherever. That's a true story. Look it up. Like, imagine what you could do with 60 gigahertz microchips that are everywhere. By the way, I got a video coming out. Stay tuned with Walgreens. Like, I told you in 2020, I think I did a video when I videoed my own Walgreens. It was converting to the LED screens. This is all tied into this. Because it's going to be, and they got a new sign up telling we're not going to use this publicly. Bullshit, you ain't. With these techniques, we can turn the network into a nationwide distributed atomic clock. This is going to be, every sensor in these grocery stores is already putting these on the new doors. This is going to be all tied to the atomic clock, the blockchain, your cell phone, which is going to be in your body soon. They tell you that by 2025, they're saying. That's called 6G, Internet of Bodies is real, IOB, look it up. And when they're going to do, I was just on the phone with my internet aliens. They're fans that are now internet friends of mine. Like, we were talking last night about this. Like, some of this. Like, where the technology, I'll get into this later. I'll get back to this mobile. I don't want to, that's a whole nother topic. With many new applications such as very accurate positioning through mobile networks, with the hybrid optical wireless system that we have demonstrated now, in principle, anyone can have wireless access to national time produced at VSL. This is so important. See, that you need this, like, so you can get that double porn. Remember your fight. I have not met one person that says they're whacking off to 3 porns at a time right now. Like, they promised me that. That's why I got a 5G phone. Or not. But I'm just saying, like, a lot of you did. Where's the fast internet? Like, I don't have it yet. Like, I can barely do internet right now. I'm chopped up like a mother effer. Like, so now you need to know what your atomic time is. Like, really? They need to know, because it ties this whole network of internet of bodies. That it's called an electronic. Look this up. It's a jail. Remember Panopticons? It's where they put the jail in the center. The jails where the guards are always in a tower. In the center. Like the state of Illinois has a big prison like that. The whole center is just the guards. And then it's a pod, like in a circle. That's because the prisoners don't know when they're looking at them. Like, that's a trick. Except this time the trick is you're going to have the internet in your body somehow. I don't know how they could get that properties in your body to work like that. Like, 2/3 of the country did, but whatever. Like, do you? Like, I don't know how that happened, but I don't know if that's even tied to this. I'm just saying, like, it's very suspicious. It basically forms an extremely accurate radio clock that is good to 1/1000th of a second. See, they need to know where you're at by the nanosecond. And where you at within 10 centimeters. Is it centimeter or millimeter? I forgot. Whatever, it doesn't matter. They know where your dick's at. Like, they know where you're at, and they know what time it is. Like, why? That's so you could use GPS better. See how that works? In case you're in a coma, by the way, you could talk to your doctor. No, that's the video's coming, but I got wait till you hear this garbage. I got a lot of videos coming. Furthermore, the system employs radio signals with a bandwidth much larger than commonly used. By the way, you know how they're getting away with this bandwidth? EUA. Look this up. Researchers out here, the SPURGs. EUA is why they're allowed to do this. Under the CV stuff, somehow frequency got thrown into the batch. That's why they got to keep the emergency going. One of the reasons. Because this is microwave. This is radar. Radar. Like, or go to the doctor when you get an X-ray. That's the same garbage. Like, oh, it's all safe and effective. Yeah, I'm sure it is. Like, that's why it has to go under EUA, because they can't get it stickered, safe and effective. Let's say like FDA approved meat, AAA meat, or whatever you call it, grade A garbage. It'll never do it because you can't. Like, look up the data. Like, go find it. Good luck with that. Buildings reflect radio signals which can confuse navigation. See, you don't want your device confused. You know why they need it? It's because these electric cars that are coming, like they need to go pick you up to like send a DARPA dog. They need to know where you're sitting within 10 centimeters of your little, where your underwear is sitting. Let's say, like, this is creepy. You guys better start, like, this is creepy garbage. Like, you're gonna have to live in like the fucking sewer. These dogs, you used to see the new dogs. I just got the 2022 dog show, let's call it, from the dark arts. Like, oh my, these things got like doohickeys that go really fast, like 1,000 rounds a second. Like, and don't forget Dallas police a couple years ago. Remember that guy was hiding in the parking garage? They sent a robot in, and then somehow his eyes blew two different directions. I don't know how that happened, but they did that. That's a real thing. And all the channels got popped for reporting on it. But go find that news article. Like, I think it was 2017, 2018. It was a standoff. Like, and they said it was one of the first times they used a robot to take someone out, but not to launch. And then there was nothing but debris left over, I guess. So I remember following up on it. It was a creepy story. Like, and then nobody cares. Like, you got DARPA dogs coming to get you because you're hiding in a parking garage because you didn't pay parking tickets. Like, or whatever the offense, I don't remember exactly. You see the dark air. By the way, I believe it was Dallas, right? Dallas, or it's usually Houston or Dallas. Houston, you know what that means? So whatever, like the 3-3ers. Anyways, building. God, I can't believe it. Which can confuse navigation devices. That's very important because you're not going to be driving. Gas is going to be $100 a gallon. Where are you going? These large bandwidths of our system help sort out these confusing signal reflections. All of a sudden, GPS is confusing to themselves. Like, you guys are so full of garbage. Technology explains at the same time bandwidth with the radio spectrum is sacred, is scarce. I almost said sacred. Is scarce and therefore expensive. See, we circumvent this by using a number of related small bandwidth radios, but it's not good enough. We're going to the stuff that's under EUA because we're now allowed to under emergency use. I don't know why there's an emergency to use these new frequencies. That's a good question, by the way. I'm too tired to do any more of this deep dive. But like, somebody look into that. I know what's his name, the guy out. I can't remember your name. I'll tell me. You were following on the Twitters, like you were looking up all the. You'd be good at looking at this, or maybe you know. I can't remember your name. I'm sorry, no disrespect. Like, I don't even know if you're still out there anymore. Like, all these channels got popped. This be something good for you to deep dive instead of the CV garbage. Go into this, like this frequent. I'm just too tired. I got chickens and shit I got to deal with. Like, there's something to do with the purple lights. This I'm talking about. The 6G coming, the 5G, or the cell phone in your body that Elon and other friends talk about. They're not playing. Like, everybody goes, this can't go nighttime. That fucking ain't happening. It's happening right in front of your face. Like, my lifetime. Maybe your lifetime's shorter than you think, asshole. That's what I said to somebody on the phone last night. I'm listening. I'm talking to people we were talking about this last night. It looks like they're wearing blinders. Like, they hear no evil, see no evil, speak of no evil is what that means. You're not speaking about the evil. That's what remember those little monkeys? Don't see, don't hear, don't talk about evil. You're not seeing it, you're not hearing it, and you're not hearing people like me that see it speak of it. And then I get mocked by everybody. You just get mocked for calling this garbage out. Like, but that's their job in this, whatever this ether, the assignment is. Anyways, I'm kidding, like, or not. A hybrid optical wireless network for decimeter, I think they spelled it wrong. Decimeter level terrestrial maybe that's some weird word. I gotta look this up right here in the center. Decimeter level terrestrial positioning. What is this garbage? Now I'm gonna deep dive. See, I just said I was gonna do this. Somebody please look this up. Put it in the comments. Like, what is? I'm gonna look it up anyways. But decimeter, that means 10. So it probably means terahertz. I'm guessing frequency. I'm just guessing. Like, I'm trying to decode this word. Decimeter is what I think they're saying, which would be frequency. Anyways, there it is on the screen. Look this up. Or can I look at it here? Hang on, let's take a look. That's the end of the article. Might as well look it up. Hybrid. Where'd it go? Did it take me there? Oh, you did. Where is it? Oh, you gotta buy the article. Well, I'm not gonna buy it. Anyways, get ready for your 6G Internet of Bodies, digital Panopticon, or electronic Panopticon. I always call it digital because whatever, I'm retarded. And then the blockchain, your money, cash is gone. And they're gonna get, like Monograph said, he's been saying it the longest, like, there's already on the certain agency's site about germs, about one that makes you. And by the way, I'm gonna put this on the record, but I hope she doesn't mind. Like, I'm not gonna say who said it, but somebody I was talking to last night had a dream. Let's call it. No, it wasn't. It wasn't her. She said, "Dude, that she watches on the internet." Now, I don't like doing dates and time stuff, but sometimes you kind of get tricked into it. Like where you start like matching the numbers. I mean, but whatever. Like this guy's saying in the near future, like there's going to be a woman on TV that's reporting on people bleeding from their ears, nose, and mouth and rectum. Like this is what he's, or she dreamed this. We had so much talk last night. One or the other. This is either a guy on the internet that said this or she had this dream. Like doesn't matter. Then what's gonna happen is I think it's a guy on TV said it or the internet. Like then she's gonna be reporting on it live, and then she's gonna drop. I have videos of people dropping coming also, so stay tuned. This is the channel's popping up. I'm just getting stuff lined up for the new channel, so this is why I've had these weird delays. So and I've been a little tired. This is Wag Chicago. Everybody stay safe. And by the way, we got like 42 days to the purge. I'll do a video on that, an update on the Illinois purge law. Godspeed, everybody.